The fisherwomen also want to start a factory. They have a $75 in savings. The table above shows the cost of each item needed and the number of items. Calculate the total cost of all the items.
Smart move, R63,500 is an accurate answer. Mrs. Roy buys 2 cauliflowers in the market, which the vegetable seller weighs as shown below. How much did the 2 cauliflowers weigh? Excellent choice. 60 g is the right answer. The speed of the logboat is 4 km per hour. How much distance it will travel in half an hour? You're right. 2 km is the correct answer. A satellite revolves around Earth at the speed of 500 km per hour. It takes 1 week to complete 1 revolution around Earth. What distance does the satellite complete in a revolution? Correct response. 80,000 km is the most accurate answer. Aditya has drawn the following figure. How many types of shapes has he used to draw it? Strong choice. 3 is the right answer. A game of football consists of a total playing time of 90 minutes and a break of 15 minutes at halftime. A football match begins at 3:25 p.m. At what time will the match end? Right choice. 5:10 p.m. is the best answer. The population of a village is 18 crore. 1/3 of the villagers are literate. If half of the literate villagers are female, how many literate females does the village have? Nicely done. 3 crore is a solid answer. Sneha takes 2 hours to reach school from home in the school bus. The speed of the bus is 10 km per hour. What is the distance between her school and home? Correct. 20 kop is the right answer. Jhansi and her sister took a loan of Rs 21,000 to buy a longboat. They paid back a total of Rs 235.20 in 1 year. How much did they pay back every month? Solid response. Ask 19660. Which of the following states is in the northwest of India? Good thinking. Rajasthan is the right answer. What is the place value of red-colored digit in this number? Great job. 400,000 is the accurate answer. With respect to the flower, which direction is the ball in? Clear logic. Your choice northwest is sound and 100% true. What is the total value of the notes and coins shown here? Smart pick. Rs 5550 is the correct choice. Which shape has been used to draw the following pattern? Valid point. Triangle is true. Mrs. Seema had 21 students in her class. 2 students moved away. Then 6 new students joined the class. How many students are in Mrs. Seems's class now? Nice selection. 25 is the correct and valid answer. Simran took a loan as 4,000 from the bank. She paid back to the bank as 400 every month. How much amount did she pay back to the bank in a year? Excellent. Rs 4,800 is a brilliant choice. Which state is to the southeast of Madhya Pradesh? Well reasoned. Chhattisgarh is the correct choice. What is the angle that we could find at this clock? Bravo! Obtuse angle is the answer. How many acute angles that we can see on this star? Nice work. You chose 5 and it is correct. How many squares are there in the following figure? Exactly. 5 makes sense and it is right choice. Elephant A eats 6 kg 340 g of grass per day and elephant B eats 8 kg 750 g of grass per day. Then how much more does elephant B eat in 1 day? Great thinking. 2 kg for 10 gm is the right choice. A vegetable seller has 74 kg 700 of onions. She sells 56 kg 500 in one day. What amount of onion is she left with? You got it. Your choice 18 kg is 200 g is right. Observe the picture of angle and name the angle. Sharp thinking. Right angle is the right choice. Aruna drives her car at the speed of 40 km an hour. If she travels 200 kilometers from Mumbai to Pune, how much time will she take to reach Pune? Good job. Your answer 5 hours works well here. Gracie took a loan of ours, 4,000 to buy a net. She paid back Raz, 345 every month for 1 year. How much money did she pay back to the bank? Right again. Rs 4140 is a valid answer. Jethalal's monthly salary is Rs 24,000. He spends Rs 2,000 in a month and saves the rest money. How much amount does he save in a year? Perfect. Rs 48,000 is the correct choice. Aman wanted to use his calculator to subtract 984 from 2T503. He entered 233,394 by mistake. What could he do to correct his mistake? On track. Add 200 is the correct answer. Manju had taken a loan of Rs 2,000 from a bank. Every month he pays us 1,000. Then in how many months he will be able to pay it back? You chose 20 months, and it is correct. Blue outline is an example of dash. Well done. Angle is the right choice. Is the figure a polygon? What type? Well picked. Yes, octagon is the correct answer. 12 crore people visited a fair in Jaipur. If 1/4 of them were children, how many children were there at the fair in all? On track. 3 crore is the correct answer. Rahul is facing west. If he takes a right turn and then turns to face the side behind him, which direction he is facing now? Clear logic. Your choice south is sound and 100% true. Which type of angle is pictured? Nicely done. Straight is a solid answer. If the length of a python snake is 9 m, what is the total length of 11 such python snakes if they are kept in a straight line? Exactly. 99 Abbott makes sense, and it is right choice. Madori needs rupee once 20,000 to set up a beauty parlor. She has saved rupee 68,000. How much more money does she need? Nice selection. Rupee 52,000 is the correct and valid answer. Grace borrowed Rs 4,500 to buy a net. She pays back Rs 300 every month. How many months does she need to pay the money for? Strong choice. 15 months is the right answer. The distance covered by Ashok in 5 seconds is 20 meters. Rita covers the same distance in 4 seconds. Whose speed is more? You chose Rita, and it is correct. 20 fishermen have made their own bank. Each saves Rs 25 every month. How much money did the group collect every month? Excellent. Rs 500 is a brilliant choice. Choose the correct option. Solid response. Sphere is a valid choice. There are 2.5 lakh boats in India. Half of these boats are motorboats. What is the number of motorboats in India? Well picked. 1.25 lakh boats is the correct answer. Mansi's weight is 86 kg. If she loses 1 kg every week, what will be her weight exactly after 12 weeks from today? Well done. 74 days is the right choice. 20 fisherwomen are saving us 25 every month and putting it in the bank. How much money is collected each month? Well reasoned. Rs 500 is the correct choice. The length of a stick is 12 cm and room is of length is 72 cm. How many times the room is longer than the stick? Bravo. 6 is the answer.
A train leaves town P at 05 p.m. At what time will it reach town Q if the journey takes 1 hour and 42 minutes?
Correct. 47 p.m. is the right answer. Sudar bought 50 pens for rupee 10 each. He sold them for rupee 15 each. What was the total profit he made? Excellent choice. Rupee 250 is the right answer. In which of the following the commas are placed correctly according to the Indian system place value chart? Perfect. 67. 910 is the correct choice. A log boat brings about 20 kgs of fish in one trip. How many kgs of fish will they have if they take 6 trips? Nice work. You chose 120 kgs and it is correct.
Prana has a 5-meter-long cloth. She cuts out 2 pieces of 150 cm each from it. How much cloth will be left?
Right choice. 200 samas is the best answer.
There are 10 kg 600 g rice in a box. We put other 4 kg 400 rice in the box. How many kg of rice in the box?
Great thinking. 15 kgs is the right choice.
A 3-line traditional Japanese poem that is related to nature, seasons, animals, etc. is called dash.
Correct response. Haiku is the most accurate answer. Ria has 5 kg sugar in a box. If she uses 1 kg 500 g amount of sugar, then how much sugar is left in the box? Smart move. 3 to 500 gm is an accurate answer. The catch of fish in one trip by long-tail boat is 600 kg. Then, how much will it catch in 15 trips? Right again. 9,000 kwags is a valid answer. If your weight is 30 kgs and weight of horse is 900 kg, how many times the horse is heavier than you? Great job. 30 times is the accurate answer. Rajesh draws a right angle. He divides this into 3 equal parts. What is the measures of each part? Good thinking. 30 degrees is the right answer. If the machine boat has to travel 132 km, then how long will it take? If its speed is 22 km an hour. You're right. 6 hours is the correct answer.
Manoj has 240 marbles with him. He gave 1/4 marbles to Salim. How many marbles Salim have?
Smart pick. 60 marbles is the correct choice.
A forest has 24 core trees. 1/3 of them are fruit trees. How many of them are not fruit trees?
Good job. Your answer 16 crore works well here.
If the weight of one child is 30 kg, then what is the weight of 12 such children of same weight?
Sharp thinking. 360 kgs is the right choice.
Cost of kingfish is Rs 120 per kg. What is the cost of a kingfish weighs 5.5 kg?
You got it. Your choice Oz 660 is right. If a clock hands show 3 ordered clock, then what kind of angle is made by the hands at these time? Valid point. Right angle is true.
Flora has sold 15 quartz bronze today. How much money did she get for that?
On track, Rs 3600 is the correct answer.
If a long-tail boat brings 600 kg of fish in one trip, then how much it will bring in 9 trips?
Bravo. 5400 kgs is the answer.
Which is the correct numeral for 3 crore 5,20,615.
correct. 352 62 15 is the right answer. In a division, divisor equal to 100, quotient equal to 25, and remainder equal to 75, what will be the dividend?
Good thinking. 2 5 and 5 is the right answer.
If Soha's heart beats 72 times in 1 minute, then how many times does it beats in 1 hour?
You got it. Your choice for 320 times is right.
If Manny took Rs 15,000 from a bank and paid Rs 2,000 back, how much interest did he pay?
Smart move. Rs 5,000 is an accurate answer.
The long-tail boat catches 600 Kadej fish in a trip. How much fish does it catch in 6 trips?
Sharp thinking. 3,600 kgs is the right choice.
Insert commas suitably and write the given number in Indian system of numeration 8759-762.
Great thinking. 87595-762 is the right choice.
A log boat can travel 4 km in 1 hour. How long would the boat take to travel 28 km?
Smart pick. 7 hours is the correct choice. If the speed of the train is a 100 km, then how much distance will it cover in 7 hours?
Clear logic. Your choice 784 km is sound and 100% true.
What is the difference between place value and face value of 2 in the number 752 6093?
Well reasoned. 1998 is the correct choice.
Which of the following is greatest 5-digit number formed by these digits 662387?
You chose 87632 and it is correct. If a motorboat travels with the speed of 20 km/h, then how far it will go in 5 hours? Right choice. 100 km is the best answer. Fill in the blank with correct number. 58423T6 equal to 500,000 plus 800,000 plus dash plus 200 plus 30 plus 6. Correct response. 4,000 is the most accurate answer.
Which period has same places under both Indian and international place value system? Great job. Ones is the accurate answer. If a log boat travels 4 km in an hour, then how much time will it take to go 60 km?
Well done. 15 hours is the right choice.
If the number 89,999,999 is rounded up the nearest thousand, then it would read dash.
Nice selection. 900 Zoland is the correct and valid answer.
Speed of a motorboat is 20 km/h. About how far can it go in 4.5 hours?
Well picked. 90 kms is the correct answer.
If you buy a book for Rs 50 and sell it for Rs 65, then you earn a profit of dash. Nice work. You chose Rs 15 and it is correct. The cost of one movie ticket is Rs 25. How many tickets will you get for Rs 500? Solid response. 20 is a valid choice. I am a 5-sided shape. All my sides are straight. I have 5 corners. Who am I?
Excellent choice. A pentagon is the right answer.
If the price of 1 kg of prawns is 200, then what is price of 6 kg of prawns?
Right again. Rs 1200 is a valid answer.
When fresh fish is dried, it becomes 1/3 its weight. So 1/3 of 6,000 kg fishes.
Nicely done. 2,000 is a solid answer.
A motorboat covers 10 km in 1 hour. How far it will go in 2.5 hours?
You're right. 25 kilometers is the correct answer.
Speed of a long-tail boat is 12 km/h. About how far can it go in 12 hours?
Perfect. 144 km is the correct choice.
How much time will the motorboat take to go 100 km if its speed is 10 km/h?
Strong choice. 10 hours is the right answer.
A motorboat can travel 20 kilometers in 1 hour. How long will it travel in 4.5 hours?
Exactly. 90 km makes sense, and it is right choice.
Write numerals for 27,15,220.
Excellent. 27,200 to 20 is a brilliant choice.
Angle which measures greater than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees is dash.
Good job. Your answer acute angle works well here. Q1, what is the correct numeral for 46,30,017?
463,017 is true. A long-tail boat brings 50 kaijin a trip. How much will it bring in 8 trips? Well picked. 400 keys is the correct answer.
If the speed of a car is 60 km/h, then how long will it take to go 180 km/h? You're right. 3 hours is the correct answer.
A quadrilateral having only one pair of opposite sides is parallel is dash. Valid point. Trapezium is true. The difference between the place value and face value of 9 and 5896 is dash.
Smart move. 81 is an accurate answer. The price of 1 kg of prawns is Rs 150. What is the price of 10 kg prawns? You chose Rs 1500 and it is correct. The speed of a log boat is 20 km/h. How far it will go in 3 hours? Right again, 60 km is a valid answer. The 4 in the thousands place is dash at the value of the 4 in the ones place. Good job. Your answer 1,000 times works well here.
A motorboat can go 20 km in 1 hour. How long will it take to go 50 km?
Nicely done. 2.5 hours is a solid answer. Form the smallest and the greatest number using 407923 digits. 2,3479,97420 is the right choice. The sum of the place values of the digit 6 and the number 2665 is dash. Correct. 660 is the right answer. Which of these is closest to 500,000? Clear logic. Your choice for 88,700 is sound and 100% true. What digit is in the 100,000s place in the number 5,912,034? Well reasoned. 9 is the correct choice.
If a scooter bought at Rs 2,000 is sold for Rs 2,000, then there is dash.
On track. No profit, no loss is the correct answer. If a motorboat covers 12 km in an hour, how far will it go in 13 hours? Excellent choice. 156 is the right answer. An angle is dash if its measure is smaller than that of a right angle. You got it. Your choice acute is right. Find the area of a rectangle whose length is 5 cm and breadth is 4 cm. Sharp thinking. 20 square cm is the right choice. Find out the distance covered when speed is 24 km/h and time is sun hours. Nice selection. 168 cameras is the correct and valid answer. Which of the following represents 60,6,060? Good thinking. 60,060 is the right answer.
If the cost of 1 pen is Rs 60, then find the cost of 12 such pens.
Nice work. You chose Rs 720 and it is correct. Greatest 5-digit number using the following digits is a 36772. Great job. 76,320 is the accurate answer. Find the area of the field whose length is 11 m and breadth is 7 m.
Perfect. 77 square m is the correct choice. If the cost of 2 mm cloth is rupee 300, find the cost of 1 cloth.
Strong choice. 150 is the right answer.
Q4 Seema had 30 lakh. She spent 10 lakh. How much is left with her? Correct response. 20 lakh is the most accurate answer.
Which of the following could be written as 6,500? 6,500 is the answer.
If Ria saves rupee 500 per month, how much she will save in 1 year?
Excellent. Rupee 6,000 is a brilliant choice. The cost of 5 pencils is as 4,500. What is the cost of 2 such pencils? Exactly. Os 18 makes sense and it is right choice. The numeral for 1,66,04,008 is right choice. 1,66,04008 is the best answer. Find the product of the place value and face value of 5 and 12,59,3A.
Well done. 25,000 is the right choice. If the cost of 4-man cloth is Rs 500, what is the cost of 1-man cloth? Smart pick. Rs 125 is the correct choice. In the numeral 917 6228, what is the digit in the hundreds place? Solid response. 6 is a valid choice. Speed of a logboat is 4 km/h. It can go 96 km in dash hours. Correct response. 24 is the most accurate answer. Find the time taken when distance is 80 km and speed is 4 km/h. Nice selection. 20 hours is the correct and valid answer.
Use the given digits to form the greatest number.
Smart move. 9760 is an accurate answer.
In the number 87, 9 to 6, what number is in the thousands place?
Well picked. 7 is the correct answer. If the cost of 1 box is Rs 50, find the cost of 5 such boxes.
Strong choice. 250 is the right answer.
Whales give birth to babies go lay eggs. Which one is correct? On track. Give birth to babies is the correct answer. If a car travels 620 km in 10 hours, then its speed is dash. Excellent choice. None of these is the right answer. Standard form of 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 100 plus 10 plus 1 is dash.
Excellent. 111 on 11 is a brilliant choice.
Fish like to swim together in the sea in big groups called.
You got it. Your choice, schools of fish, is right.
The place value of 8 in the given number 67,486,33 is valid point. 8,000 is true. The sum of the place value of 6 in the number 9,46,567 is right again. 6 is a valid answer. Plus 40 plus 485 49 equal to 485 plus dash. What number comes in the blank? Nice work. You chose 300 and it is correct. If a quadrilateral has 4 equal sides, then it is a square.
Exactly. False makes sense and it is right choice.
In the Indian place value chart, crores period consists of well reasoned. Crore and 10 crore is the correct choice. The length of the boundary of closed figure is called dash. Well done. Perimeter is the right choice. Numeral for 5,04,206 is right choice. 500,000 plus 4,000 plus 200 plus 6 is the best answer. How far a logboat go in 11 hours if the speed is 4 km? Sharp thinking. 44 kilos is the right choice. Weight of 8 boxes is 56 kg. What is the weight of a box?
clear logic. Your choice 7 kgs is sound and 100% true.
Square, rectangle, triangle, circle, etc. dash shapes.
Correct. May is the right answer.
Find speed when distance is 75 km and time is 3 hours. Perfect. 25 km is the correct choice. The common endpoint where two rays meet is called dash.
Bravo, vertex is the answer.
Find the perimeter of a square whose one side is 10 m.
Great job. 40 mm is the accurate answer.
What is the difference between 200,000 and 20,000?
Solid response. 1. 80,000 is a valid choice. In 24,587, the digit in the 10 millions places. You're right. 5 is the correct answer.
Which of these numbers is halfway between 334 and 364?
You chose 349, and it is correct.
The number 6,003,000 is written as.
Great thinking. 6,003,000 is the right choice.
What number comes in the blank? 405 plus 40 equal to 500 dash.
Smart pick. 65 is the correct choice. By how much is 60,000 greater than 600,000? Good thinking. 54 lakhs is the right answer.
In Indian system of numeration 1 is equal to dash.
Good job. Your answer 100 lakh works well here.
Under one's periods, how many place values are there?
Nicely done. 3 is a solid answer.
Which of the following are not opposite directions?
Correct. Southeast, southwest is the right answer.
What is the value of the 5 in the number 159,242?
Strong choice. 50,000 is the right answer.
6 10,000s plus 4 thousands plus 5 tens plus 2 ones is.
Smart pick. 64 to 52 is the correct choice.
1 million is equal to dash in Indian number system.
Right again. 10 lakh is a valid answer.
Which one of the following is the smallest number?
Exactly. 20,039 makes sense and it is right choice. In one trip, machine boat can catch dash kg of fish. Valid point. 6,000 is true.
Haiku is a dash poem of 3 lines about nature.
Great thinking. Japanese is the right choice.
Angle which measures exactly 90 degrees is called.
Correct response. Right angle is the most accurate answer.
What is the place value of 5 in 6, 5, 87, and 8?
Well done. 5,000 is the right choice.
What number is 200,000 less than 2056,973?
You chose 1856, 973, and it is correct.
37705 a dash, 379 Arju 5.
You got it. Your choice. 2 is right.
Choose the correct symbol to 200,000 files of 5 dash 255,000.
You're right. Tor is the correct answer.
Which of the following statement is correct?
On track. 6345 of 10, 6445 10 is the correct answer.
Which one shows the measures of obtuse angle?
Right choice. 115 degrees is the best answer.
How long is the biggest fish you can imagine?
Excellent. 20 mm is a brilliant choice.
If there is no gap in the shape, it is called.
Perfect. Closed shape is the correct choice.
Write the numerals of 8,29,000.
Bravo. 829 is the answer.
How many places are there in millions period? Nicely done. 3 is a solid answer. 2135 tens and 4 ones are equal to. Nice work. You chose 2454 and it is correct. Face value of 4 in the number 24667 is well reasoned. 4 is the correct choice. Special poem in 3 lines is called dash. Sharp thinking. Haiku is the right choice. 100th place comes under dash period. Solid response. Ones is a valid choice. Which of the following has 2 end points? Well picked. Line segment is the correct answer. What were the group of friends passing by? Great job. River is the accurate answer. What is 4,000 and 2 numerals? Smart move. 4,002 is an accurate answer. Which of these could weigh about 20 grams? Nice selection. An eraser is the correct and valid answer. How many thousands are there in 10 lakhs? Good thinking. 1,000 is the right answer. Logboats can travel dash km in 1 hour. Good job. Your answer 4 comma works well here. The number that is 100 less than 1,000 is. Clear logic. Your choice in 1,900 is sound and 100% true. A closed shapes with 6 sides is called. Excellent choice. Hexagon is the right answer. Round the number to nearest 100 732. Well done. 700 is the right choice. The place value of 6 and 79692 is dash. Well reasoned. C hundreds is the correct choice. What is the length of the longest fish? Correct. 18 mm is the right answer. Another name for a right angle is dash. Exactly. 90-degree angle makes sense and it is right choice. The log boats travel dash in 1 hour. Right choice. JHKM is the best answer.
Whale shark is about dash meter long.
Nicely done. 18 is a solid answer. How many zeros are there in 1 crore? Great thinking. Sen is the right choice. 2 lines meeting at a point make an. Perfect. Angle is the correct choice. The number name for 100 1000 is? Strong choice. 1 crore is the right answer. What is the value of the 8 and 72 823? Nice selection. 800 is the correct and valid answer.
In therefore 6 need to 1 the place value of 9 is.
Good thinking. 9,000 is the right answer. A whale shark can be as long as dash. Sharp thinking. 18 Mehmet is the right choice. Which is the largest 8-digit number? Correct response 999,99,999 is the most accurate answer. A girl with fish-like eyes is called. You got it? Your choice Meenakshi is right. How many total directions are there? Excellent. A is a brilliant choice. Which is the biggest living animal? Right again. Blue whale is a valid answer. Which number is 100 more than 2346? 2446 is the answer. There are dash thousands in a lakh. Smart move. 100 is an accurate answer.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
On track, 6 is the correct answer.
Plus equal to dash.
You chose 100, and it is correct. Place value of 8 in pot 2, 6, 48 to 15 is... Great job, E. 1000 is the accurate answer.
Maximum length of a whale shark is...
Valid point. 18m is true.
Angle of measure 90 is called dash.
Smart pick. Right angle is the correct choice.
Dash zeros are there in 1 lakh.
Well picked. 5 is the correct answer.
100 lakh is called a dash.
Good job. Your answer, crore, works well here.
The opposite of multiplication is...
Excellent choice. Division is the right answer. What is the world's largest fish? Nice work. You chose whale shark, and it is correct. How many grams are there in 1 kg? Clear logic. Your choice 1000 gm is sound and 100% true.
We can measure our weight in dash.
You're right. kg is the correct answer.
The place value of 8 in 45639 is...
Solid response. 800 is a valid choice.
There are dash zeros in 1 crore.
Solid response. 7 is a valid choice.
2/5 of a kilogram is dash.
Good job. Your answer 400 gm works well here. A blue whale weighs about dash. Good thinking. 1000 kg is the right answer.
2 and 7 is the predecessor of...
Well reasoned. 823,05208 is the correct choice.
The greatest 4-digit number is...
You're right. 9999 is the correct answer.
The successor of 99999 is...
Nicely done. 1000 zelozen is a solid answer.
The largest sea animal is dash.
Great job. Blue whale is the accurate answer.
Half of a right angle is dash.
Right choice 45 is the best answer.
The group of fishes is called...
Exactly. School makes sense, and it is right choice.
Place value of 2 in 82430 is...
Smart pick. 2000 is the correct choice.
100 lakh is equal to...
Sharp thinking. 1 crore is the right choice.
The number 10 million equals...
Great thinking. 1 crore is the right choice.
The successor of 88310 is...
Excellent. 88311 is a brilliant choice.
The smallest 5-digit no is...
Clear logic. Your choice 100 is sound and 100% true.
Weight of a whale shark is...
Excellent choice. 16,000 giz is the right answer.
The greatest 6-digit no is...
Correct response. 99999 is the most accurate answer.
Plus 783,308 plus 7 equals...
Bravo. 1097 is the answer.
Round 512 to nearest tens.
Nice selection. 510 is the correct and valid answer.
Place value into 35809.
Nice work. You chose 3 hulls and brand, and it is correct.
Nearest 100 of 975 is...
Valid point 9900 is true. Face value of 5 and 156289. Right again. 5 is a valid answer. Of an hour equal to dash minutes. Smart move. 45 is an accurate answer. In 45532 2069 is... Well done. Lack is the right choice. 1/3 of 6,000 equal to dash. Correct. 2,000 is the right answer. 70 millions equal to dash crore. Strong choice. Sen is the right answer. We measure water in dash. Perfect. Liter is the correct choice. How many grams in 1 kg? You chose 1000 g, and it is correct. 1 million is equal to... You got it? Your choice 1 Zalozend is right. Solve of 100,001 equal to... On track. 99,999,999 is the correct answer. 1 rupee equal to dash obsess. Well picked. 100 is the correct answer. Thousands equal to dash lakhs. You chose 2, and it is correct. Area of a rectangle is... Good thinking. LXB is the right answer. Find the product 1 2 gas. Sharp thinking. Zo is the right choice. Half of 4 crore equal to dash. Well done. 2 crore is the right choice. 2 right angle equal to dash. Well picked. 180 is the correct answer. What is double of 60? Great thinking. 120 is the right choice. 1 quintal is equal to... Right again. 100 kegs is a valid answer. Hiku is popular in... Nicely done. Japan is a solid answer. The length of a train. Right choice. M is the best answer. What is your weight? On track. Less than half quintal is the correct answer. Distance time equal to dash. Great job. Speed is the accurate answer. 1000 is equal to? Correct. 100 Zolazend is the right answer. 1 day equal to dash minutes. Your answer 1440 works well here. Blue whale is a dash. Strong choice. Mammal is the right answer. Obtuse angle is dash. Excellent. More than 90 is a brilliant choice. 1 rupee is equal to? Solid response. 100 pays is a valid choice. The biggest fish is? Clear logic. Your choice whale shark is sound and 100% true. Lilliput was a dash. Well reasoned. Goldfish is the correct choice. 1 million dashila. Nice work. You chose 10 and it is correct. 1 rupee equal to dash pays. You're right. 100 is the correct answer. 1 crore equal to dash B. Nice selection. 100 is the correct and valid answer. 1 ton is equal to? Correct response. 1000 kg is the most accurate answer. 50 mem of equal to dash SM. Valid point 5 is true. Dare dash equal to 374. You got it. Your choice 34 is right. 1 seem equal to 2 dash. Smart move. 10 is an accurate answer.
1 billion is?
Exactly. 1,000, 1,000, zalozend makes sense and it is right choice.
1g equal to dash again. 1,000 is the answer. 50x8 equal to dash. Perfect. 4,000 is the correct choice. Smart pick. 3D800 is the correct choice.
70x2 equal to dash.
Excellent choice. 140 is the right answer.
Is? Good thinking. 2,000 keg is the right answer.
CM equal to dash M.
Exactly. 1 makes sense and it is right choice. 5 equal to dash. Excellent. 4240 is a brilliant choice. Million equal to. Great thinking. 10 lakh is the right choice. KG equal to dash.
Nice work. You chose 1 ton and it is correct.
Plus 4563.
7height529 is a solid answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? Correct. Contact Narayan Changder on Facebook is the right answer.